were like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh,
hello, and welcome to Dear Dana. It is Hump Day on a Wednesday night. Come on in. We are going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about Christina Applegate, Christina McVie, and when life happens to you. Thank you for coming. Hello, Shelly Marie. We're about to get this music off. Welcome on a Wednesday night. Didn't want to do the countdown, but wanted to welcome you in with some music. We can't play forever, but welcome to Dear Dana on a Wednesday night. Of course, I have no reference of time. Of course, I'll be late on my own. Well, we won't say that word, but you get what I'm saying. How is everyone doing on a Wednesday night? Hope you're doing well. And hello in the bushes. Of course. It is getting cold and it's almost December. 30 days has December, April, June, and November. So tomorrow will actually be December 1st. I can't believe I remembered that old thing that teachers taught us about how to keep up with the months. But I can't believe we're rolling into December. It's almost the end of the year. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for 2023? But yep. We will still be talking about things that affect you and me. But, just when we thought that Christina Applegate had said she thought she probably wouldn't be acting anymore, she is about to do It's a Wonderful Life live with a super all-star cast, and I'm going to be talking about that. And I believe it's going to be December 11th, and I'm going to announce it. It's only going to be for one night, and it's going to be with a cast that you will not believe. Yeah, thank you, Shelly Marie. Please press that like and subscribe. We're going to be talking about more stuff. And yes, Christine McVie has transitioned over. Unfortunately, she has transitioned over. I don't know how many of you ever listened to the iconic group, the very iconic group of Fleetwood Mac. It was a group of four, an iconic historical group, Fleetwood Mac, with Lindsey Buckingham, Stevie Nicks, and of course Mick Fleetwood himself. They used to all couple up, switch and swap, but she once upon a time was married to Mick Fleetwood. Christine McVie was a singer-songwriter, keyboardist, who also became the biggest hit maker. I'm reading an article by Jim Farber for Fleetwood Mac, one of music's most popular bands. She passed away on Wednesday at the age of 79. They said that she had a brief illness. Did not say what the illness was. The family announced her passing on Facebook. She transitioned at a hospital, but they didn't specify the location or the cause. She was told Rolling Stone she was in quite bad health and endured debilitating problems with her back. She had a high point in the 70s and 80s, and she played the keyboards with Fleetwood Mac's, and she was on display with the Greatest Hits anthology released in 1988, which sold more than 8 million copies. She either wrote or co-wrote half of its 16 tracks. According to Jim Farber, her tally doubled that of the next most prolific member of the band's trio of singer-songwriters, Stevie Nicks, the third Lindsey Buckingham, scored 3 major Billboard chart makers on that collection. The most popular songs Christina McVie wrote favored bouncing beats and lively melodies. Say You Love Me, You Make Loving Fun, Hold Me, Don't Stop, Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow. Um, but she could connect with elegant balance over my head. Little Lies, Little Lies, da, 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 da. All those songs had cleanly defined, easily sung melodies with hits of soul and blues. Her compositions had a simplicity that mirrored their construction. She said, I don't struggle over my songs. She told Rolling Stone in 1977, I write them quickly. Said that in just half an hour, she wrote one of the band's most beloved songs, Songbird. It's a piece he wanted to play at his own sending off. Her lyrics captured the more intoxicating aspects of romance. She said she's good at pathos. She writes about romantic despair with a positive spin. She has a lot of beautiful songs. She will surely be missed. With Fleetwood Mac, she earned 5 gold, 1 platinum, and 7 multi-platinum albums. The biggest success was Rumors, released in 1977, is still very popular. I bet a lot of the albums, yes, people still play albums, and they're becoming more popular with the Gen Zs now. Trust me, my daughter has a record player, and she goes out to they still have record stores, and she buys them up. In 1988, Christina McVie was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, along with various lineups of Fleetwood Mac. She served in incarnations that dated to 1971. Still popular today. She was born July 12, 1943, in Lake District of England to Cyril Perfect, a classical violinist and college music professor, and Beatrice Reese Perfect, a psychic. Very interesting. I didn't know her mother was a psychic. Her father encouraged her to start taking classical piano lessons when she was 11. Her focus changed radically 4 years later when she came across some sheet music for Fats Domino songs. At that moment, she told Rolling Stone in 1984 it was Goodbye Chopin. I started playing the boogie bass. She got hooked on blues. She studied sculpture at Birmingham Art College, for a while considered becoming an art teacher. At the same time, she briefly played in a duo with Spencer Davis, who, along with a teenage Steve Winwood, who was another famous singer-songwriter, would later find fame in the Spencer Davis group. She helped form a band named Shades of Blue with several future members of Chicken Shack. After graduating from college in 1966, she moved to London and became a window dresser for a department store. 1 year later, she was asked to join the already formed Chicken Shack. I've never heard of that. Keyboardist and sometimes singer, she wrote 2 songs for the debut album, 40 Blue Fingers, Freshly Packed and Ready to Serve. She was twice voted Best Female Vocalist in the Melody Maker Readers Poem. She left the band in 1969 after marrying John McVie, the bassist in Fleetwood Mac, which had been formed in 1967. The legendary Christine Perfect album, which she later described to Rolling Stone as so wimpy. She joined the band, but in 1970, when Fleetwood Mac's main draw, the guitarist Peter Green, suddenly quit the band after a strenuous acid trip, Fleetwood invited her to fill out their ranks. Very interesting. And then the story goes on, because I think that it was later Stevie Nicks became involved, and then Lindsey Buckingham, which they became a couple, of course. And then the song Over My Head began the groundswell by entering Billboard's Top 20. Say You Love Me reached number 11, and the Fleetwood Mac album eventually hit Billboard Summit. And then they took off. I will share this photo with you when they really became to get famous. Hey, Virginia Woolf. I mean, Fleetwood Mac stands the test of time. I know, right? I mean, it's just amazing. Let me share this. Share screen. Can't share the music because I will get in trouble. Of course, of course. Here's when they all got together. Well, it had to be earlier than that because they don't look as young as when they got together. But there is the notorious Fleetwood Mac. The buzz of realizing you've written one of the best albums ever written. It was such a phenomenal time. And man, they had so much drama in the band for sure. So much drama. I mean, they so stood the test of time. It's just sad. We're losing so many great artists. But that group for sure. If you can get some of the albums now, you know they're going to be flying off the shelves. Wow, Hugh Grant. I know. I can remember when Hugh was in every movie every time he turned around, and I was so crushing on him. So young and crushing on him. I haven't seen him lately. I'll have to go look him up. He's got kids now, right, Hugh Grant? So here we go, right? But it's sad. I was shocked when I heard she'd passed today. I was shocked. I was like, oh no. Because I used to work at record stores not that long ago before I had my kids while I was in college. I know, and I tell Steven, like my daughter's counting down the days to her 21st birthday. And it's just hitting me so funny that she's going to be 21. And I was like, whoa, time is just slipping through my fingers. And our life is going to change, really, really change. And I told him, I said, we better get adjusted to each other and figure out how to Stephen and Dana 2.0 and learn how to go date and do things and have fun together in a different way because it's going to be very strange. Very, very strange. And by the way, while I'm saying that, because squirrel, I'm going to drop I'm going to drop the intro that I so often forget to do. And I'm going to do a new intro soon. I'm going to have to. Because it's time for me to change things up. I know I've been saying that, but I'm really going to do it. Really. Oh, yeah. All right. And I have been doing low content books lately. And I have been really, really, really considering starting with children's books. I have really decided I am going to dip my toe in that. Dip my toe in that. Oh, yeah, Kenny Rogers' face. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. Because it's one thing to want to look better, but I don't want people to go, "Who are you? Who are you?" You know what I mean? And by the way, before we go on to the next topic, look at these sweet pictures that were found probably in my daughter's room that belonged to me, that shouldn't have been in her room. This is Noah. And he was probably, in this picture, I'm guessing he was 10 or 11 or maybe early teenager, even though he doesn't look like it. Remember, he didn't age like us. Noah, probably 10 or 11 or early teenager. Noe, my Noah. Oh, that's better. You can see him now. And this is Eden. She was probably 3. I had to share. Sassy or no? I'm going to say she's pretty sassy. And she's got the kinky hair when it's long. That's Eden. Dad's hair color, my hair. Got her daddy's hair color, but my hair when she was little. Thank you, Shelly Marie. And my daughter, very energetic when she was little. Handful. Okay, moving on to Christina Applegate. Now, we all know, I don't know how many of you saw Dead to Me. I went ahead and watched the whole thing. Into the last season, bless her heart, Christina Applegate had already gone through breast cancer. She had went ahead and, for safety's sake, went ahead and had things removed and had implants. She took care of all that business a few years ago. Okay. Before the last season was over, in the middle of filming the last season, she had, like myself, she had over the years some symptoms here and there. And like myself, she ignored them. Numbness, tingling, they'd come, they'd go, different weird little irritating cray things that would come and go. She'd ignore them until finally she couldn't. And she got diagnosed with MS. They had to stop filming for about 6 months because things got more serious. Then it got really serious. She dealt with some stuff for about 6 months, came back to filming. They assisted her. Hey, Shay B. They assisted her, helped her stand when she needed to, finished filming. When she got through filming, she felt like that was probably going to be all the acting that she would do. So, anyway, she thought that would be it. Then she got a start on the Walk of Fame. Until recently, she got the proposition to do It's a Wonderful Life. Being that It's a Wonderful Life is such an opportunity. I mean, it's a Christmas show. It's a Wonderful Life. It would be hard to turn that down. Yeah. Not only that, it's for a good cause. It's for neurodivergent people. Now, there's a lot of us that are neurodivergent in one way or the other. Our brains work differently. Now, you might say MS people are kind of neurodivergent, but that's not what it means. Okay? It's not for MS. Whoop. Sounds like I popped off. Neurodivergent, what that specifically means. Oh, I can't. That is so little, I cannot read it. Let me see if I can bring it up so it's bigger so I can tell you what it is. It means differing in mental or neurological function from what's considered typical or normal. It's usually in reference to people on the autistic spectrum in some way, or not neurotypical. There are some things that neurotypical people just know or can figure out, and that neurodivergent students may need to have a model for. Okay? It just means you do things in a different way. It doesn't mean that you're not super intelligent. It doesn't mean that you don't have a high IQ. It just means that you can be on the spectrum that you do things in a different way. For one thing, like Emily Baker, our favorite YouTube lawyer, she will say she's neurodivergent, right? If a person is overly disorganized, hyperactive, slow learner, nonverbal, very introverted, disruptive, poor eye contact, hard time listening because you get overloaded, right? Neurodivergent, maybe he learns in a different way. Maybe he gets overloaded by too much stimulus. Maybe he has to learn by doing rather than reading. You get what I'm saying? It's just a different way of being in the world. Maybe he needs more validation. Maybe just can't test in a certain way. Maybe regular tests don't work for them. It's just a different way of being. Maybe can't test in a room full of people. Maybe they need to test in a room by themselves. You get what I'm saying? So it's raising money for that. So let me tell you how this is going to go down. And this is the article about it, and I'm excited because I want to watch this. I want to be a part of it. Okay, they're celebrating it by it's going to be a virtual gala table read. The Ed Asner Family Center nonprofit star-studded list of contributing actors, alongside with Applegate, Brendan Fraser will play George Bailey. James Cromwell will portray Pa Bailey, and Sue Ann Plyn, oh, I need my glasses. Girl, get your glasses on. Is to play the role of Violet. Previously announced, oh Dana, participants of this year's table read include Seth Rogen, Fred Armisen, J.K. Simmons, Gene Smart, Ken Jeong, Jim Beaver, Brent Spiner, Phil Lamar, Chelsea Darnell, Ben Mankiewicz, host Tom Bergeron, alongside honorees Judd Apatow, Leslie Mann. Jennifer Hudson will also spread some holiday joy with a musical performance during intermission. The table read will benefit the Ed Asner Family Center, which promotes mental health enrichment programs for children with special needs in their families and the neurodivergent. For ticket information and more info, click here, and I will click there and put the link. The film It's a Wonderful Life was released in 1946 and follows the story of businessman George Bailey, who is desperately frustrated and thinking of ending it, despite being Christmas time, and an angel is sent from heaven to show him what would have been if he had never been here. She says, I've been supported by people that I know who also have this condition. So it's important for Christina Applegate to participate in it. So I'm going to put the link. It's Sunday, December 11th at 5 p.m. PT and 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So I'm going to put the link in the chat. I want to see it. I don't know how many of you want to see it, but I think it's going to be very important. And those that are in the bushes, I think that you will enjoy it too. How is everybody doing? Did everybody have a great Thanksgiving? I hope that you did. How was your Thanksgiving? By the way, I am back to getting back to my more normal self. I know that Shelly realized that I was out of 2 of my medications for MS. I'm back on 1 of them. I'm going to be honest with you. Up until today, I felt like I was 100 feet under the ocean trying to get up to the surface. Now I feel like I'm only 20 feet under. Does anyone have any questions about multiple sclerosis? I know that I tell you that I have it. A lot of people are afraid to ask about it. To be honest with you, I don't think that even my mother knew much about it until recently. She has started reading more about it because she has been afraid because I'm out of my medication that keeps it at bay, that keeps it from progressing, and they're trying to get it taken care of. So I still don't have it right now. The other one that helps me um, with the debilitating fatigue, they did not give it to me for almost a week, and I finally have it today. What is the life expectancy on average? What factors play into it? The life expectancy should be close to normal if you get the right treatment and medications. It should be close to normal. Um, your functionality is a different thing. Self care is important. Using your body is important. Um, MS works like, imagine your brain as a puzzle, right? Separate parts of your brain do separate things. Depending on, okay, let me put it this way. In your brain, you have different motor neurons, right? And each time you have a relapse, you get a lesion on your brain. And the lesion, the motor neurons, when you have an attack, the lesion takes the, for lack of better, rubber off that motor neuron. So when a message is trying to get from one place to another, if you don't have the rubber, right, the message has trouble getting from one place to another. You get what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Eden, for the super sticker. Thank you, honey. So if the message can't get from one place to another, that is what part of your body is attacked. So if your brain is like different puzzle pieces, each person that has MS is affected differently depending on what area of the brain is attacked. Does that make sense? So, Selma Blair, the area of her brain that affects speech got attacked. The area of her brain that affects her legs got attacked. The area of my brain that affects my optic nerve is attacked. The area of my brain that affects my speech sometimes is attacked. Sometimes when I walk a distance straight for too long, I can go so far, and then at a certain point, you know how you have a wind-up doll, and it can walk, 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 and then all of a sudden, after it's wound so long, that's me. I'm like a wind-up doll. I can go and go and go and go and go, and then all of a sudden my body goes, no, your legs aren't going to go anymore. It's like I could run, I could run, I could run, I could run, and then I'd get to a certain point of running, and then I would just like fall because something cut off. So I've got to go back and I think it's January and have another MRI because I had a relapse 2 months ago, 3 months ago, to see where the damage was. Hey, Care Bear, miss you too. So that's kind of how it goes. Yoga is great. Eating right is great. They don't know what causes it. There is no cure. Trigger, they think there's something in your system, and at some point it gets triggered. Trauma, something traumatic can trigger it. Stress makes it worse. Heat, not your friend. Heat is not your friend. And it can bring on a flare or a relapse. So people with MS have to have cold packs or a cold vest or be somewhere cool. Barometric pressure can affect it. Okay, it's just really weird. You can have a good period of time where everything seems peachy keen and you seem normal, and then all of a sudden, right? So I could walk out in public and I look perfectly fine. And I look like nothing's wrong with me. But if I don't get enough sleep, if I get overheated, too stressed, or something's going on with my brain, and then sometimes the pain, for whatever reason, can go to a 15. It's crazy. And it's different for everybody. And there will be days I need a cane. And days I don't need a cane. Days I can dance. Days I can barely walk. It's crazy. Like Selma Blair, she could dance. Then there was days she can't. So, and then there's people, it's a progressive disease. So the goal is to keep it from progressing, to hold it back. And if you can get your muscles stronger, if you can meditate, if you can do yoga, like you said, good diet, resonate higher, be positive, all of those things, not feel sorry for yourself, make a huge difference. Not give up, not give in, help other people. Huge difference. And thank you, Shay, for asking. She's newly diagnosed. Shay, I would be more than happy to be a support for her if she would like to reach out to me. Okay? I don't know if she's on Instagram. I know she's probably scared. Okay? I know she's probably scared. It's not a death sentence. It's not a death sentence. But it is a new awareness. I mean, look, when they were holding my medication hostage, that helps me cope with this progression of fatigue. Girl, when the fatigue got worse and worse and worse, I was upset. Let me just say, I was upset. Because that part of this, where it makes you feel useless because the fatigue's so bad, no. I could not cope with that because that's not who I am. I'm used to functioning. Don't make me not function. So when we got that part under control, I was better. Hey, Willow Sweets. Oh no. Shay, remind me to give you my phone number. For yourself too, okay? Hello, Willow, Willow, Willow. How is the theater going? I know, look, I know she's taking it hard. I knew I had it in my gut for over a decade. Because you know I'm a medical medium. But when it's yourself, you want other people to tell you. You want doctors to tell you. It's hard to diagnose yourself. But I knew, and I kept bringing it up. But they have to, I don't know how it is there, but they have to rule out a million other things before you get the final diagnosis. So they kept ruling out this and ruling out that, ruling out this and ruling out that until the eye doctor used these deep seated tests and saw it through my optic nerve to my brain. That's how I finally got the I'm sorry, Miss you have MS. After I'd been to a million specialists. And then they did the spinal tap and the MRI. I'd had an MRI after Eden was born, and they suggested that I had it. Girl, I got so scared I didn't come back. I didn't come back for the second one. I just had a baby. I was breastfeeding. They wanted to put down my veins, and I did not like the MRI, and I didn't come back. That was stupid on my part. But after I had Eden and woke up one day, I couldn't move my legs. I couldn't move my legs for a few hours. And I thought it was a fluke because it didn't happen again. That's how MS goes. When you're younger, things will happen here and there, and they don't happen again. You're like, that must have been, I don't know. That must have been this. That must have been that. It's a very strange thing. As time went on, and I was a single mom with a handicapped child, I was like, I'm just overtired. I worked too long at the ER yesterday. I'm not getting enough sleep. It's this. It's that. My earliest signs were numbness and tingling in my limbs, and I'd work at the ER for a few hours, and I noticed after so many hours, my walking was kind of like I was a little bit drunk, kind of wavy. And I would also notice, I'd have to fill out forms and stuff. And as the night went on, my writing was not great. I'd have trouble writing. So I would ask the office to get me thicker pens or pencils because I started having trouble with my writing. I thought it was I thought it was neuropathy. I did. I thought it was neuropathy, and I thought I was on my feet too long. I did. I made a lot of excuses. Let's put it that way. And I was always physical. I mean, look, I was a fitness coach for years. I worked out all the time too. So I thought, it can't be. I can still do this. I can still do that. Nothing's wrong with me. Watch me. I can do a plank for 2 minutes. You see what I'm saying? And I did not want anybody telling me I was unable to take care of my children. She needs to talk to me. Shay, if you can get her to talk to me and FaceTime with me, I'll help some more. Okay, bless her heart. But this started happening in my late 20s. So I went around for a decade knowing in my gut it was that, but being told it was a million other things. But at first they told me it was transverse myelitis. That could be a precursor of MS. But in between that and a decade later, I was getting told, you're too tired. You need vitamins. It could be neuropathy. It could be fibromyalgia. It could be this and that and the other. Okay. So you see what I'm saying? So I was treated for fibromyalgia for years. So now they're telling me, well, you have MS, but we still think you have fibro on top of it. I think they're just telling me that because they were wrong and don't want to look stupid. But anyway, I'll be more than happy to be your support. But getting back to this, here's what I'm saying. When life happens, what are you going to do with it? When I finally heard that, when that eye doctor put that picture on the screen, I thought it was just something he was going to show me. It was a perfect diagram of an eye. And he was pointing to things, okay? Had all these colors on it. And I thought he was just going to show me things. I didn't realize it was my eye. This is an eyeball. This is a picture of this and this. This is optic neuritis. This eyeball is attached to this is where it's attached to the brain. And this is optic nerve has pallor on it. And and this is where someone is pretty much blind in this eye. And they can see through this. Miss Miss So and so, this is your right eye. You have about a pinpoint of vision in this eye. This is your eye. I'm sorry to tell you that you have multiple sclerosis. And I hear this, but it didn't register because I'm in this special. He gave me an OCT scan, which means it goes all the way to the brain. I'm getting my eyes done. I hear him. He was he wasn't an optometrist. He was a ophthalmologist. And he says it again, and I hear him again, Miss So you have multiple sclerosis. You need to go see a neurologist immediately, and you need to get an MRI, and you need to get a spinal tap, and you need to get on a protocol right away. And it had not been that long that I had lost my son. And I'm hearing him, and I get the piece of paper. I'm like, okay. And I leave, and a day passes, and I thought I heard him. And I dial the number again. I dial his office. Dr. So and so, this is, I give my name. Can you please repeat to me? Did I hear you correctly? What did you say to me yesterday? And he says it again. I said, thank you. I just needed to, I couldn't, it didn't sink in if I dreamed that or you really said it. No, I said it. You have multiple sclerosis. I'm sure of it. But you need to go get it confirmed with these tests, but I'm sure of it. This is pretty accurate when you get an OCT, and this is usually one of the first place that it gets confirmed. And I just sank in my seat. And part of it was relief that I finally got a diagnosis that I knew deep, deep down in me that that's what it was all these years. And I had a tear run down my face that was partly fear to, okay, when life happens, what are you going to do? What am I going to do now? Am I going to hide in a hole? Or what's the plan? What's next? What's going to happen now? What can happen to us now? And I sat there and I went, there is nothing worse that can happen to me than losing my child. Nothing. Nothing. That's the worst that's ever happened to me. And I have confirmation and I've known it deep down for years. So now let's go with it. At least I know what it is. It's not going to take me. It's better to know what it is and know what the plan is. And know what the plan is. Know what I'm fighting against than it fighting me and me not knowing what the monster is I'm fighting. And that's the truth. And there are treatments now. So that's what I do. I do the treatments. I'm aware. I have knowledge now. And I just live my damn life. I live my damn life with no excuses. I love the people around me. I try to stay in the light because the light is where I breathe. Otherwise, I suffocate. Period. Yep, the unknown is the most challenging. You can't fight what you don't know. You can't fight what you don't know. You can't fight what you don't know. And look, if I walk a little drunk, it's like a dance move, and I laugh. It's like a new dance move. And I just laugh about it. So, and I knew when I came on here, there were going to be moments that I might get stuck and I couldn't remember a word. Hello, April Showers. She has a channel. Please check it out if you get a chance. There would be moments I could not remember a word, and I could not get by without telling you that I have MS. Because if I get stuck, somebody's going to have to help me. Otherwise, I look like a drunk woman, or that I have early onset, and that is not what I have. Mm-mm. So better to tell you, okay, I can't remember that word. Can you help me out? So I'm asking you, what do you do when life happens? Because we all have the best of laid plans, right? We figure out we're going to have a party. We plan X, Y, and Z. But then somebody comes through the door that we didn't invite. What the hell? Right? We plan a wedding and it's outdoors. And what happens? It rains. That's what happened at our wedding. We were going to have it outdoors in front of a lake. And what happened? It rained. We had to switch plans really quick. When life happens, baby, you got to roll with it. You have got to roll with it. Shay B says, I take a deep breath and take one day at a time. Yes, when life happens, you have either got to roll with it or let it roll on you. And I am not going to let it roll on me no more. Sometimes things are just going to happen, and you have got to act accordingly because that's just the way life is. That is just the way life is. We cannot control everything. We have free will to make decisions in our life, but we cannot control everything. So sometimes you just have to roll with it and understand that shit happens. Shit just happens. Excuse my French, like my dad used to say. And so you've got to embrace what is the most important in your life and be grateful for those things that are the most important. And what it comes down to, what is the most important is people you love, moments and the people you love. That's it. That's really just it. Moments and the people you love. And your pets. And your pets. When it comes down to it, that is it. The moments and the people you love. Everything else is gravy. Shay said it's not easy because I'm a crier. So I do get emotional about things, but I do my best. It's okay to cry because, look, crying's cleansing. It gets it out of your body, you know? And journaling is cleansing. Like right now, I'm creating journals. I'm creating, what do they call it? I'm creating content. I'm creating journals on Amazon to sell all kinds of journals. So people can come home and dump in their journals things that bother them, things they want to remember, so they can get it out of their body. Dump the day. Dump the day. Low content journals. It's better if you cry it out, write it out, get it out of your body. Dump the day. Because if it's good stuff, you want to remember it as time goes on. If it's bad stuff, you want to get it out of your body because it's not healthy. You want to dump the day either way. Dump the day either way. That's a good title. You want to get it out of your body to remember or get rid of. If it's bad stuff, it makes you sick. I'm emotional about some stuff. I used to be very emotional. But I think I've gone through so much stuff now. I'm emotional about deep stuff. I think I've got a little bit of a thicker skin just because I've gone through so much. But it doesn't mean I don't feel. I do cry, let me tell you. My mama, I think I've seen her cry a few tears once, maybe. My mom does not cry. Highly unusual. She goes, just because I don't cry doesn't mean I don't feel. Highly unusual. Shay B says again, one thing that I always remember is my mom always said somebody else always has it worse. Look, What people go through is relative to their own experience. We can't say bad or worse. It's relative to your own life, your own experience, your own perspective, right? Because your worst is according to how or what you've lived. My worst is according to how or what I've experienced or lived. Does that make sense? So people say that, but let's say your life's been peachy keen up until something very traumatic happens. That's the worst thing that's happened to you, and it's awful for you. And it's painful and gutting for you. So we can't compare each other's stuff because that's what it is for you. This is what it is for me. Yes, and when I see people living under the bridges and homeless, nothing to eat, and freezing cold, that's when I know that I still have it better and then I'll be okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. When I'm in pain, and I don't just mean physical pain, I mean heart pain. When I can do something for somebody to make some kind of difference, that's what helps my heart pain. And in a way, it's sort of selfish, but it does help my heart pain. It helps them, but it also helps my heart pain. I mean, if I could, if I didn't have MSL, there's part of me that wishes I could, I swear, it wishes I could adopt a special needs kid. Because I learned so much from Noah. I learned so much medical stuff. I think about the kids that are in the hospital with special needs that maybe their parents abandon them, and there's so many. But if I could just get the foundation going, maybe I will be fulfilling that part of it, you know? Maybe there's a reason I got MS, so I don't know. I'd do it all over again. I miss them. I love my daughter. And she's about to spread her wings. Not that long in the future. So, anyway, I'm going to do giveaways here soon, too, by the way. I want to. I love all of you so very much. It's getting slow in here. Shay, please hook me up with your friend. And those in the bushes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know that you watch quietly, and I do so appreciate you. And those in the replay gang, if you end up having questions or comments that you want to make, please don't hesitate. And let me know what you think about Fleetwood Mac and Christine McVie and the things that she's written. And if you haven't listened to Fleetwood Mac because you're too young, take your time, go to YouTube, listen to Fleetwood Mac. Please listen to Fleetwood Mac. You don't know what you're missing. And don't hesitate to listen to A Wonderful Life on December 11th. This will be crazy good. If you have questions for me about MS, if you know someone who has it, if you are curious about how it works, if you've never heard about it before, let me know. Ask me questions. I've mentioned it here and there. I don't want it to be like, oh, she wants a pity party and all that stuff. No, 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 that's not me. I don't want that, but I'm not afraid of questions about it. That's the flip here. I'm not afraid for you to ask me questions about it. I just don't want the kind of attention where people think, oh no, always Willow. I just don't want the kind of attention where people think I feel sorry for myself or any of that kind of crap. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference. Ask me questions about it, but you see what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying. I always appreciate you, Miss Willow. I don't want a pity party because I'm fighting for the sun. But I want to know, and I want you to keep in your mind when life happens, when life happens, I want you running straight toward it. Don't run from it, run toward it. Roll with it. Roll with your life. Don't run away from it. Yeah, link your blog, Willow, but I think if I'm not wrong, Willow, I think Willow does most of her blog on Insta, unless she also has one somewhere else that I don't know about. But you're more than welcome to link it here, Willow, 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 so people can see it. I have no problem doing that. And I appreciate all my mods. If you have not given me your address yet, mods, which Virginia Wolf, you have not, I would like your mailing address if you do not mind, so I can send you something before Christmas. Please, to show you my love and appreciation. You can email it to me. You have my email. Send me if you don't mind sending me your mailing address, I would appreciate it. Because, I know a lot of them don't. You help me out freely and kindly, and I do want to do something for you. I know a lot of, creators don't, but I want to. But on that note, I just want to say when life happens, stick your hand out. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to your friends. Do not be an island. Love you, my favorite wolf. Don't be an island. Don't try to go it alone when you're too happy, when you're in too much pain, when life's hitting you in the gut. Don't do it alone. And we haven't seen our friend Shoeless One in a while. We miss him. He's a part of our community. Let's send our love and prayers out to him. Even though he's not here, he's still an integral part of this community as far as I'm concerned. But again, what do they say? When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you nuts, make fudge. Oh, thank you, Shelly Marie, for the super sticker. I sure do appreciate that. I'm finally getting back to myself. Ooh, I was looking like a haint for a few days. Looking like a haint. I didn't know fatigue could do that to you. But, ooh, baby. I didn't like looking at myself in the mirror. Has anybody ever had that where you did not like to look at yourself in the mirror? Yes, prayers for Shoeless 1074. We miss him. We miss him, we miss him, we miss him. I only feel like he's going through a difficult time. I'm assuming, I can't speak for him, but it is a holiday, so they're creeping up. And I know my first year it was hard. I'm trying to get some special people on here. There is a guy at Goga Yoga. He's from another country. I really like him to come on here, trying to show us some things that aren't really difficult, that will just help us ease ourselves. There is a guy that writes music just like that, that's from the UK, that I would like to get on here, and a few other people. Creators you probably would never meet. And I'd like to get Franny on here. She's a healer and she has abilities too. She's a common friend with Sheila Swan and myself. But anyway, I have some things in the works, and I do want to do some little giveaways. I'll try to work it out and see if there's a way we can play a game to do the giveaways. Because I was thinking, how am I going to do that? Am I just going to throw it out to whoever? We need to do something fun. It's like a fun giveaway. So if you have any thoughts about some kind of game we can play, drop it in the community chat or DM me. I wish we could do something like Pictionary, but that might be too hard. You can do trivia. That's a good one. Trivia might be fun. I need to come up with some good things like Shan does, where you can do a buzzer and stuff. Get a secondary person on here so they can handle the side effects. That would be good. But anyway, please check out. Again, it's on the 11th, December 11th. If you want to watch It's a Wonderful Life, that's going to have to be so good. So good. Brendan Fraser? Are you kidding me? Along with her? It's got to be good. All those people on there? But anyway, I'm going to start winding up. I'm going to try to keep the lives just a little over an hour instead of going on for 2 hours, unless we're doing something like really fun, where nobody wants to go, like playing trivia. That would be good. And some of our special guests that are coming up. But I love you all. I appreciate you all so, 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 so very much. We have some very young people watching us, by the way. When I look at the analytics, you all would be shocked. So, the young people out there, go check out. Oh, my nose is itchy. Fleetwood Mac. Seriously. And you all would be shocked. My daughter knows because, I grew up around all kinds of music because my dad was in radio. See, I didn't even say that right. My dad was in radio. But you would be shocked at some of her friends when I bring up like really famous bands. And they're like, no, who's that? And you're like, you've got to be kidding me. You don't know who they are? Like Prince. You don't know who Prince is? Are you serious? Give me a break. Fleetwood Mac? You don't know who Fleetwood Mac is? What is wrong with these kids today? I can't believe I actually said that. Thank you, Shelley. Yes, if you enjoyed any of this tonight, if you enjoy the fact that I'm quirky, a little left of center, that I am not normal. And, whatever. Please like, share, subscribe. Make sure you see It's a Wonderful Life. Sending love and prayers to Christine McVie's family. And if you have any questions about MS, comments, if you have MS, if you need support, please do not hesitate to put a comment below or write me. Seriously. Also, if you're interested in picking back up on angel readings or angel card readings, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments below. And we'll start that again. People got to let me know things. You just got to let me know things. But everybody, have a wonderful rest of your week. Get some rest. Know that I love and appreciate you so very much. And just contact me if you want to know about topics, if you want to know about things, psychology, spirituality. Oh, yeah, I'm a psychotherapist, but we don't do that here. But we do talk about psychology, spirituality. I can't say that word tonight. Say that 3 times fast. Spirituality. I'm not drunk, I swear. Pop culture, social commentary, anything that has to do with being human. So, on that note, I love you. I appreciate you so much. Remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. And that is so very true about all of us. I appreciate you being here. And take care of yourself. Do something good for yourself and resonate higher. Thank you. And I will talk to you guys on the back end. Mwah. Love you so very much. I will see you on Saturday night. But in this moment, remember to like this video and let us get up and we just gonna go. Bye, everybody. Thanks again for being here.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. 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 Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst stuff